Welcome to the garden. Today I've got an update on our 60 new succulents. This one down here is called Burro's Tail, like a donkey. Look at how long it's gotten. So we're going to probably propagate this one today. It actually already started to propagate on its own. This one was just an individual leaf. And look, it's already got a stem and about a half a dozen leaves and a decent set of roots. Several plants have already started propagating just by leaf cuttings. These two flats I actually keep in the basement, so they don't get quite as much sun as the ones upstairs. You might not have seen these for a while. One of them is actually flowered beautifully. Look at these incredible flowers. They're huge. I've never seen succulent flowers this big. Look at the size of those things. They're just massive, and they're so sturdy. It's incredible. This could be a topsy-turvy because the leaves look like they're growing upside down, but it could be a similar variety. I've just got this grouped with these two other succulents that are kind of a bluish tint. One on the left has a wonderful pinkish purple hue to the tips of the leaves, so eventually we might plant that one in its own pot, which is what I did with this one. This one has a gorgeous purple color, but it looks a little bit thirsty, I think. So we'll start off today just by watering everything in. When people talk about over-watering, they're talking about watering too often. But when you water, it's okay to water as much as you like. As long as they don't sit in this water for a few days, it's perfectly fine to completely soak them. It's a great way to wash off the leaves too. Oh boy, look at this. Look at this. Hey, little guy. I guess I've been out here for so long, he's gotten used to me. Wow. Oh my God, he's so cute. This is probably what ate our beans, though. Oh, he's so cute. So to start propagating these, I like to cut nice and low, somewhere around the edge of the pot, but these will regrow, so you can cut as low as you like. Doesn't matter if we lose any leaves, those can propagate on their own. It's actually so thick in here, I'm going to have to remove a leaf just to get the scissors in. This one in the middle fell and lost a whole bunch of leaves, but that's okay. I'm actually going to cut it right down here in the middle, right about where it lost most of those leaves, because when I plant these, I actually strip the bottom leaves anyways, so that we end up with a cutting that looks like that. Then we can plant out this stem under the soil, and it should grow roots. We'll do the same thing with this portion of the cutting. We'll strip those bottom leaves. Man, these are plump. So we can do another one of those, and probably one more too. just checking us out. We ended up with 7 stem cuttings and probably 30 leaf cuttings. I don't even know if we need these. I don't have a lot of space, so I'm gonna plant a couple in this same pot. I'm just gonna poke a little hole with our scissors, and we'll grab one of our stem cuttings and just insert it like that. You might want to let these heal for a day before planting them out, but I've really never had any issues with rot. As long as we let these dry out in between waterings, they should do just fine. Got our leaf cuttings in there rooting, but I think there's just enough space in the corner for one of our stem cuttings. And I'm picking the nicest ones. Yeah, that looks really good. We'll squeeze in one more, and then we'll plant out the rest separately. I think we could propagate this one too. Look at all the little branches coming off. So this will kind of prune it and propagate it at the same time. Ooh, yeah. Whoa, that's heavy. Wow, that's really heavy. Look at how thick those leaves are. Holy cow. Jeez. What a beauty. Really nice stem on there too. So we're just gonna leave this one plain. We've got enough to bury there. We'll just do this one too. Little fuzzy guy. You know what, that's probably enough. Just that one little stem cutting. We'll just combine that with some of these others. And while we're at it, let's cut back this one that flowered earlier. We're gonna get rid of this curve. So we'll cut it before it curves. Now this little guy's gonna get plenty of new energy. We might have cut that at a little bit too harsh of an angle actually. So I'm gonna recut that. I want this to be flat. There we go, that's a little better. And look at the size of that stem cutting. So again, we're gonna strip those bottom leaves. Sometimes it might be easier just to cut those bottom leaves. But a neat little trick I like to use is planting these out in dry soil. Means we can just insert the stems really easily, and they'll heal in that soil for a day or two before we water. That way they'll callus over, and then once we water, they'll start to put on new root growth. And we did lose a few leaves, and we might lose a few more yet, but these will put on new growth in no time. And I'm really excited to be propagating these. Oh, we're gonna have so many succulents. For these more delicate succulents that don't really have the strongest stems, we'll start with a container that's half empty. And we can just fill in our plants. I'm going to do a little mixture for this one. So we'll do a couple of these fuzzy ones. I'm going to throw in some leaf cuttings from those really fuzzy ones. We'll toss them into the corners, stem side down. And once we've got all our plants in there, we'll just fill over with a little bit more soil. Give it a little tap. Maybe use a little more. There we go, that's better. And to be able to plant this big one out in these little pots, I'm gonna split it in half again. And just strip the bottom leaves on the little top half here. That's gonna make a beautiful little cutting. You can even plant this out in its own container. Just like that. That looks great. Those all look really nice. And look at all the leaf cuttings we have. This is just wild. Oh, look at this little guy. Woo, beautiful little dragonfly. I'm really excited our new succulents are flowering and starting to propagate, so I hope you stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.